Hey, Kennis Russell here, doing another video on how to buy stuff cheap. A couple things I'm going to talk about today. This bass amp, this is a Ampeg BA115, and this is a Fender Blues Junior, and these are both pretty decent amps. Today my tip is always ask for less. Let me tell you the stories behind both of these guys. First, this is an Ampeg BA115. These retail right now for a little less than 400 bucks for this. I saw this on Craigslist for 200 bucks. Now, going back to my points, always have cash on hand that you can pull the trigger when you find a good deal, and then always ask for less than they're asking. So I called up the guy and said, hey, saw your BA115 on Craigslist. Would you be willing to take 150 for it? And he paused for about 10 seconds and said, yeah, I guess I could do that. So I said, all right, where do you live? I'll be there in half an hour. So drove up, came in, brought my bass, played it a little bit. I said, all right, let's make the deal. Gave him 150 bucks. And he said, you know, after you called, there was two other people that called and said, I'll give you 200 bucks for it. And he said, no, I need to honor the fact that this guy's driving over here and he's paying 150 for it. So being aware of what you're looking for is part of the key to that. Is just kind of constantly being on Craigslist or being on eBay or whatever you're looking at. Craigslist is where I usually see the best deals, but you know, keep your eye open, and when you have that, if you got the money, then you can just say, hey, will you take this amount? And if they say yes, you can go get it, rather than having to say, well, I need to sell something else in order to raise money to get that, or whatever the case is. If you got the money, you can pull the trigger on that. So for 150 bucks, I was able to get a $380 amp used. And this amp's great, haven't had any problems with it. So there's just asking for less. Probably would have bought the amp for 200 bucks, honestly, but he took 150 for it. Another example would be this Fender Blues Junior. Same thing, on Craigslist, the guy was asking 250. It may have even been 280. My memory is a little shady on it, but I called him up and said, hey, I'm interested in your amplifier, and would you be willing to take 200 for it? And he said, I don't want to, but I will. So he just didn't want to deal with it. This was sitting in his closet for the last 2 years, and he just wanted to get it out of his closet. And he was willing to take 200 for it. And he was just selling it because it was too heavy for him. The whole point is, this amp here retails for like $480 if you're gonna buy it new in the store. And he was willing to sell it for 250. I said, would you take 200 for it? He said, sure. So less than half off, I was able to get this amp. An amp like this isn't gonna have problems after time anyway. Buying used, it's not like buying a used car. Certain things are gonna, like, you know, a car is going to have problems. These guys are made to last a long, long time. So anyway, that's my tip of the day, is always ask for less. I don't care if you're buying new, I don't care if you're buying used, always ask, would you take another amount, or what's the best price you can give on this? So anyway, hopefully you like those stories. If you like this kind of content, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching.